This is an encore presentation of Take 5. Some events or promotional opportunities may have expired.
Good Saturday morning, I'm Carla Salinas, and today we're taking a look back at a few hidden gems of the valley. Let's start with H2O Hut in McAllen.
Hey guys, we are out here today at H2O Hut at Fireman's Park in McAllen. We're meeting Fidel Cavarrubias, and he's going to take us on a one-of-a-kind outdoor adventure, and he's showing us you don't have to go too far to have it.
Located in the heart of McAllen is the Fireman's Park, but this park is like no other. It offers one-of-a-kind outdoor activities for the whole family to enjoy.
The H2O Hut is our meeting spot here in the middle of Town Lake. On the weekends, we offer our paddle boats, kayaks, and stand-up paddle boards.
But that's not all.
We also offer our fishing pole rental. You just have to have your fishing license. We want to be in accordance with Texas Park and Wildlife. Or if you want to bring your own fishing rods and stuff like that, you're more than welcome to.
It can be a little intimidating, but you don't have to be a professional to go kayaking.
You're doing great right there.
Wow.
Look at that, you're already a pro. We do offer some classes here. Right now, we just finished out our intro to kayaking class. It went really well. We had a couple of people that had kayaked before, but they didn't really know how to launch, how to dock, what to happen in case they capsize. We kind of taught them the basics, and they were ready to go after the class. So I think they had a great time. The people were just, very open to trying out the new techniques we were showing them. So they had a great time.
The lake is about 15 to 20 feet deep, and safety is the city's #1 priority.
We give you everything, your life jacket, you don't have to worry about anything. When you're out here on the paddle boats and on the kayaks, we have about 4 lifeguards available, and they are waterfront certified, so they're ready to save you in case you do fall over.
If you are planning on visiting, here are some things you need to know.
If people want to come here, I really suggest you guys come in comfortable clothing, but just a heads up, you might get wet, you're gonna get a little sweaty. You want to bring like towels.
The city of McAllen tells us it's important for them to have these kind of activities to offer, not only the citizens, but for the whole valley.
It's important for many reasons. One of the main reasons is you want to have activities that the city offers for families to come out and do. Spending time with your family is important. You want to go out there and make memories out here, and you want to be able to take them with you.
H2O Hut is not the only attraction the city provides. The park is also equipped with barbecue pits and playground for the whole family to enjoy.
Get outside, get that fresh air. It's good for you. We want kids to enjoy what the city has to offer.
Hours of operation are adequate for the valley heat.
So we'll be opening at 4 o'clock and we'll go to sunset. Our last ride's about 30 minutes before sunset.
Reservations are not required. You can stop by H2O Hut at Fireman's Park, or
you can call our office at 681-3333, or you can visit our website, mcallenparks.net.
So pack a picnic and bring the whole family out to Town Lake at Fireman's Park. For Take 5, I'm Millicent Olivares.
Okay guys, well, a great way to snap a few great photos of birds is by getting them in your very own backyard. And that's exactly what we're doing here with Marisa Oliva. Now you're gonna be teaching us how to make a hummingbird feeder, is that right?
Yes.
All right, let's get started. What should we do?
Sure, so what we're gonna do with the hummingbird feeder, it's very easy. All you need is white granulated sugar. You wanna make sure to use this kind and nothing else, nothing with molasses or organic. It needs to be pure white. And then you want to see if you can use bottled water, spring water. You can use tap water, but you want to make sure it's not too metallic. And all you need is 4 parts water to 1 part sugar. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with water, and we're going to put 4 cups in this big measuring cup here.
Okay, here we go, 4 cups. Now I love that this is all stuff that we probably already have at home.
Yeah, and it's not too expensive. You can buy commercially made hummingbird feeder nectar. But honestly, you can use white sugar. It's perfectly fine.
Perfect.
And then here we're gonna do, you can use that spoon if you'd like. We're gonna fill this cup. We're gonna use 1 cup of sugar.
1 cup.
Yeah, it doesn't quite fit, so you can pour it in or use a spoon if you want. I can help you.
Here we go, help me. This is teamwork.
Yes, and you make a mess, it's fine. You can clean it up after. Woo! Speaking of which, all right, there we go.
All right, here we go. We just pour it in.
1 cup water. Now, if you're doing this at home, we recommend that you boil this water so that the sugar sugar mixes in with the water, it also will help protect, if you want to mix it here,
Yeah.
it'll also protect the hummingbirds. You know, you can use a kettle, you can microwave the water, that's fine, but you just want to make sure to have it in hot water, and then you want to take that water and you want to cool it down. You want to cool it down in the fridge. We've made enough here. This is way too much for, especially the beginning, for your hummingbirds at one time. So we've actually made some, and I've done some here where I've already boiled it and cooled it down.
Okay.
And this is enough for maybe two or three times. And what you want to do is, and we can actually pour this once it's mixed, is you can pour it in here.
In there? This
In
one?
there, yes. And so you don't want to fill it up. You want to make sure some of it is going to sit in here. So you want to make sure to fill maybe about halfway.
Okay.
So we're going to let you do that. Don't worry.
All right. Oh,
There we go.
you know what?
It's all right. We can always clean up. And then we're going to go about halfway. You don't want to put too much because it will
halfway?
spoil. Yeah, let's
there?
try there. And then what you're going to do is that this is a little dish that the hummingbird water will sit in. So you put this right in here. You snap it in
Perfect.
and then you screw it on. So I'll let you do that.
Okay. Screw it on.
Yes. And you want to make sure that you have enough water for about 2 days. As it gets warmer, you don't want it out for more than 2 days because it'll spoil. You just turn that upside down. So this is a great hummingbird feeder. You can buy it in your grocery stores, at your nature centers, all throughout the Rio Grande Valley. What's nice about it is it has a red dish, which will attract the hummingbirds, and because they like red colors. But the water, we don't want the water to be red. So we don't want any kind of food dye in the water.
Okay, perfect.
Now the other thing is that not only do hummingbirds like the sugar water, so do insects. So one of the things that we can do is that we can put this insect trap, and you just fill that with water, and that helps prevent ants and other insects from getting into your water.
I can't wait to put this at my house and watch all the birds flock in.
Yeah, you just want to make sure to put this either really close to your window or about 5 feet away, because the hummingbirds, you don't want them to hit your window. So
Okay.
that's just one way of keeping them safe. And
Great to
again, you don't want to have the sugar water in, especially if it's really hot more than 2 days. You want to switch it out. You do want to clean the hummingbird feeder. You don't want any kind of mold or growth in there. So you
that's
want to
great
make
to
sure
know.
to clean it out too.
Well, thank you so much, Marisa. I had so much fun. Now, I see that you brought some backpacks as well.
Yes.
Tell me about this new program that you guys are going to be launching soon.
Sure. So families, if you are interested in learning more about birds, butterflies, gardening, we actually have these brand new backpacks that are going to be launched during spring break week at 8 libraries throughout Hidalgo and Cameron County. We're here in Weslaco. Weslaco Library, Mercedes Library, and Donna Library here in the Mid-Valley will have these backpacks. We have 10 different themes. Each library is going to have about 6 different packs, and you can learn how to make this very type of hummingbird recipe and other things that you can do for birds or wildlife here in the valley.
Amazing. Marisa, where can people find more information on this?
Sure, so this is a program through the Texas Children in Nature Network, so you can visit our website at texaschildrenofnature.org, or you can go on Facebook and find us, Texas Children in Nature Rio Grande Valley. And we're also at the libraries, so if you go to your local libraries here in Farr, Edinburgh, Brownsville, and Port Isabel are some of the other libraries that will have these backpacks. So yes, and they'll be launching spring break week, so hopefully you can come out and join us.
Thank you so much for joining us, Marisa.
Thank you for having me. Bye, everyone.
It's the perfect way to get your kids out of the house this summer and making memories that will last a lifetime. Camp Rio offers a fun camp experience for everyone in the RGV, and here to tell us more are Nancy and Annalie. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Well, thanks for having us.
So tell us a little bit about Camp Rio for our viewers that don't know.
Sure. So Camp Rio was a Girl Scout camp, and it was operated in the 50s for that purpose. And then it was purchased by Dr. Birchfield, who's the Gladys Porter Zoo director, and he operated it as kind of like a wildlife preserve for many, many years. And then we acquired the camp, and we now run summer camp programming. We run outdoor education programming, which is field trips for grades K through 12. We have adult retreats, team building. We service corporate groups, and we also host birthday parties. So we do a little bit of everything.
Wow, that's amazing. It sounds like so much fun. So Annalie, tell us a little bit about the summer camp program. What sort of activities can kids expect when they go?
We do a variety of activities from canoeing to archery tag, like this arrow right here. We do tomahawk throwing, fishing, arts and crafts, and a lot of free play and sports like that. So we have an activity for a lot of our campers and what they want to specialize in and stuff like that.
And so who can participate? What age group? Are there different sort of packages for kids?
Yes, we have, basically we offer something for everybody's comfort level and financial abilities. So we offer day camp where kids come for 5 days in a row and they'll go back home and spend the night at their own house that night. And then we have mini camps for those who just want to kind of try it out and see if they're ready for overnight camp, and they'll only spend 2 nights with us. And then our biggest thing is our overnight camp, and the kids are dropped off on Sunday and they're picked up on Saturday. We have air-conditioned cabins. We have a separate boys and girls camp on property, and they do a variety of activities.
We do. So they do all of the day camp activities, canoeing, archery, fishing, and then the magic happens at night because we have, I'm not going to spoil it, but we have surprise events.
Wow.
I'll give a little teaser. We have like water balloon fights, shaving cream fights, s'mores.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, our special program is the overnight program.
Like anything you would find in a camp anywhere else in the United States or in Central Texas,
Right.
you're going to find at Camp Rio. We offer the exact same experience for half the price.
That sounds so amazing. So where can people find you? How can they get involved?
We have our website and we have social media, so if you want to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, if you want to schedule a tour because you want to come see where we are, who we are,
Right.
who's going to be with your campers, you could give us a call, 956-204-0036, and we'd be happy to talk to you guys.
Amazing. So I see that you brought some merch for us. So tell us a little bit about what we got going on right here.
Some of this merch is from our Country Joe's Camp store. We like to send our campers with some swag.
Kids can learn a variety of activities from canoeing, fishing, archery. This is, like Annalie was talking about, archery tag. It's a safe way to shoot somebody with an arrow.
Right. Amazing. I love
so
that.
we just play tag, and the kids enjoy that. But we also do have regular arrows that they can shoot into targets. And we do teach them about wildlife conservation. One of the things that we have is this Texas tortoise, and Annalie will share a few facts about it.
Oh, right.
So this is an endangered species. We have this Texas tortoise because of the zoo. We use it for educational purposes. She had a little accident, not a problem. So this is a land tortoise. You can tell by its legs here. It's not webbed. And you could also tell from the shell. Fun fact, there's only 4 tortoises in the North America, and this Texas tortoise is only found in Texas, and it's the smallest tortoise of the 4.
Now, where can people find you guys to really secure their spot?
Sure. If you visit camprio.org, you can find all the information about the programs we offer. You can also, if you sign up before the end of March, you can save $100 on our overnight camp, and you can save $50 on a day camp program. And remember, we also offer those mini 2-night overnight stays for those who just want to test the waters.
Make sure you secure your kid's spot today at Camp Rio. Thank you guys so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
Now, it's not the ocean, but this body of water is 10 times saltier than that. We'll tell you all about it when Take 5 returns. The water that we're standing on is 10 times saltier than the ocean. Now, Native Americans and early settlers used the salt that you see right here as a very important and vital source. Now, it's important to all the animals that call this place home. I'm Carla Salinas, and welcome to Sal del Rey. Located about 20 miles north of Edinburgh and standing on about 600 acres, this natural salt lake accumulates above a massive deposit of pure salt. This natural wonder is the place to come to see what it's really like to walk on water.
It has been there since the beginning of time, I think. It has been used by the indigenous peoples.
Several tribes in Texas, such as the Guahuitecos, the Kickapoo tribe, and the Carancua tribes, once came together in South Texas for one thing.
Salt was collected and it was an economic source for many, many years.
Following the indigenous people came the Spanish explorers who used the salt to trade with Mexico and Spain.
So that was a good moneymaker. Fast forward to the Civil War. When the Civil War could not export its cotton through their ports of the South, they started transporting cotton across Texas. And so going through Texas, they came by this salt lake. Salt was very valuable to the Confederacy. It was very expensive. On their way back to, either way, back and forth to the salt lakes, they picked up salt and either shipped it out to Europe or took it back to the Confederacy, and it was just a bounty of wealth, really, for the Confederacy.
The now quiet Sal del Rey is a great place to come and spend the day and imagine all of the historic activities that centered around it. And a little pro tip for you, bring some shoes you don't mind getting wet.
It doesn't have any source of water feeding the lake. It is whatever accumulates after rain. And so there'll be sometimes when there's a lot of water over the surface, and then other times it'll be totally dry. So when it's dry, you'll see the white, crunchy surface, which is just pure salt.
The journey to get to Sal del Rey is a long one, but it's most definitely worth it to see this frozen in time piece of the valley. It's about a mile walk to get to Sal del Rey, and you're gonna want to stay hydrated.
The thing to admire is that the environment of the area, brush, cactus, mesquite, wildlife, deer, I think was the valley before 1904, before the valley transitioned from ranch land to agriculture. I think that's what the environment looked like.
Sal del Rey is open to the public year-round and it's free, so everyone can enjoy this little slice of history.
But I think you have to appreciate the history of it to appreciate El Sal del Rey. Who was there before? What did they do when they were there? That's history in our backyard.
Don't go anywhere. This organization is showing us how you can make a rocket at home when Take 5 returns. Did you know there's an organization in the Valley who's making rockets? The rocket launchers at UTRGV are helping us launch into space, and Take 5 reporters Trista Castillo and Millicent Olivares have more on how you can develop your technical skills with this at-home project.
Hey Carla, Trista Castillo here and Millicent Olivares, and we are here today with the rocket launchers. This is Kayla and Ryan. Thank you guys so much for being with us here today. So tell us a little bit about the rocket launchers.
So we're a technical organization at UTRGV, and so each year we compete in the Spaceport America Cup in Las Cruces, New Mexico. So we fly our rocket to 10,000 feet, and we're competing with hundreds of teams from all over the world.
Wow, I mean, that sounds so cool. And obviously, as you guys can see, we've got some fun items to play with here. So we probably won't go 10,000 feet today, I don't think, but you guys are gonna show us how to work with some of this stuff here to maybe create our own little rocket, right?
Absolutely.
Great, okay, so let's get started. Trista, are you ready?
Yes, I am so excited.
Here we go.
So for this experiment, what we're gonna do is create a small little bottle rocket using vinegar and baking soda. So when you mix those two together, they have a little bit of a reaction. And when you put it in a pressurized bottle as such, it'll shoot up just like a little rocket. Start making a stand. So you can use any bottle, a 2-liter bottle, water bottle, everything works just as well. So for this experiment, we'll be using a 1 liter. So we're gonna take these three. We're gonna cut a piece of tape long enough to wrap around. Yes, please. Thank you. We're gonna tape that to the bottle. Then we're gonna do it once more. There you have it. That's what's gonna stay on the rocket. The next thing we'll do, we're gonna take our funnel, and then we're gonna measure out 1 cup of white vinegar. So
I'm kind of nervous for this. Is it gonna be, do we have to do it kind of quick?
It's a fun reaction. So
It's a funnel reaction.
it's a funnel reaction. The vinegar, it'll be just fine. Once we put the baking soda in, that's when the time starts ticking. So we have the vinegar in the bottle. The next thing we'll do, we'll take the baking soda.
And this is where it gets tricky.
Yeah. When we get close to launching, we have to be really careful with the time, because once
Okay.
we put that baking soda in, it's gonna be ready.
Okay.
So we're gonna take a tablespoon,
Okay.
and we're gonna get a tablespoon of baking soda. It can be heaping a bit, that's just fine. So we're gonna pour that in. Then we're gonna wrap it up. Then we can take one of our corks, And then when we're ready to launch, we will put that napkin in the bottle, close it up with the cork, flip it over, and give it a little shake.
Okay.
And then once everybody's away from the little rocket, then it'll go ahead and launch.
So that it's in the paper towel for a little bit more of a delayed response. Is that right? Got it. Okay, instead of just pouring it directly into there. Science,
okay.
got it.
All right, let's put on our goggles.
It's gonna be a little messy.
Okay,
Oh, is it?
okay,
Yes.
well.
Should we back up?
Okay, so some fizzing is happening.
Yes.
Here we go.
All right.
Oh boy.
I'm scared. Should we brace for impact?
Probably in 5,
5,
4, 3,
3,
2, 1.
1.
Oh my gosh!
And it's off.
Wow, that was really, we basically timed it down. That was fun. It definitely is messy. So if you're doing it at home, maybe lay something down, a couple of towels.
Go outside.
Yes, definitely go outside.
Yes,
for sure.
That would.
Wow,
Well,
that was so
great.
much
We
fun.
thank you for coming.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much, Ryan and Kayla. That was an amazing experiment, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you for having us.
Looking for something fun to do? We have a list of events going on in the RGV when Take 5 returns. It's Easter weekend, and here are some exciting events happening today. Underwater Easter egg hunt is happening at the McAllen Municipal Swimming Pool at 1 p.m. And the city of Los Fresnos is hosting an Easter festival at the Los Fresnos Memorial Park at 5 p.m. Thank you so much for joining us on today's Best of the Best show. We're back tomorrow with an exciting show. Have a great Saturday, everyone.